Good afternoon, I hope everyone's well today. Happy Halloween. Let's get into this video. What do I want to talk about today? I want to talk about the Speaker of the House of Commons banning MPs, gagging them essentially, from asking questions of the government and the Prime Minister regarding the Southport murders and the alleged suspect that they have in custody. Apparently they do not want to prejudice any criminal prosecutions that may be brought. Why does this matter? Well, the Southport rioters weren't afforded the same courtesy that the government seems hell-bent on giving to this second-generation Rwandan migrant and refugee. He gets afforded due process, but they weren't. Why is this? It's because due process needs to be afforded to the system that they've set up. They can't acknowledge flaws with that system, they can't fix the flaws of that system, so they need to mislead, they need to lie, and they need to misdirect. That's why the information on the alleged Southport perpetrator was released the day before the budget. They don't want you to look at that, they want you to look at the budget, the biggest budget on record. So the biggest budget on record with the record tax hikes, they want you to look at that. And that is an indication to how big the actual issue is. The Southport rioters were declared guilty before they pled guilty if they were conned, that's right, conned into pleading guilty. They were told they were criminals. The Home Secretary branded them as criminals via the Home Office. They put out information before they'd been to court that they were guilty. How does that not prejudice anything? How is that allowed? But the alleged murderer of those children in Southport gets due process. That's not right. That is what I'm calling out here. Double standards from the Labour government and two-tier gear. That's what we need to discuss. Now, there's a couple of different people that we want to discuss here. Peter Lynch, who recently died in prison, was conned, was duped into pleading guilty. There's somebody else that didn't do that. This person is Mark Heath. He pled innocence, went to court, and has been found innocent of any wrongdoing by a jury of his peers. You were not guilty unless you have been proven to be guilty. It's as simple as that. They accused him of inciting hatred, and he's been found innocent of that. Okay? Peter Lynch pled guilty, and he shouldn't have pled guilty. Nobody should have been pled guilty. Simple as that. The Home Office tried to bias people's minds and opinions by putting out information that these people were criminals before they were charged and before they'd been found guilty in a court of law. And why is that? Because it goes against the narrative. It goes against the system that they've set up. Simple, cold facts matter. Our refugee system is broken. Our asylum system is flawed. People are gaming this system. If the alleged perpetrator of these atrocities in Southport, if his parents had not been granted refugee status in the 1990s, guess what? Those children would still be alive. Allegedly, because he's not been found guilty in a court of law. These are the facts. Bigger questions need to be asked that are not being asked. The people that are responsible for this need to be held to account. I do not actually believe it's the government. The government don't really have any power anymore. It's the Home Office. It's the blob. It's the civil service. It's the permanent bureaucracy that makes these things possible. Okay. If you like this video, give me a thumbs up, give me a like and subscribe. Everybody should be treated the same. Everybody should be treated equally. That is what equality is. Thank you for your time. I'll see you in the next video. You have a good evening.